actually it's 5 damage to his friend.
So 13 damage to that one and 5 damage to the other one?
That's
Holy
correct.
crap. Oh, yeah, this one falls. First one falls, and then the second one is bloody.
Do what?
The first one falls, and the second one is bloody. My color coding is acting up on me, so I'm going to put the little skull on for bloody. Any action points or any healing surges or anything? We're going to move to Spell Song.
Alright, same thing. I'm going to shoot the same goblin that I had just shot in the previous round. This guy right here.
Okay, he has proned, so you're going to lose some range and partial cover.
Alright,
So,
can I move up on this ramp here as much as I can to get a little bit more leverage on my attack so I won't get a negative to hit? Can I
that
make
will definitely help you, yes.
adjustment? Okay,
Yes.
alright. How high can I go out without having to make any kind of athletics check to climb or anything like that?
You can go up at least one more.
Alright, I will do that then. Alright, I will do that, and I shall shoot the kobold with my magic missile. With a 20 versus reflex. And my damage is fucking snake eyes. 7. God bless it. What are the chances of that?
Well, you hit the kobold but missed the goblin.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's 7 was enough. He only had the 5.
Oh.
So you dropped him. And as his body tumbles down, you watch his heaping corpse collapse on the dirt. Any action points or anything?
No, not yet.
Alright, we're moving over to the crossbow goblin in front of.
Make sure you guys get into the lottery. It only costs you 5 of your XP.
He is
So
point blank.
winner
on
takes all
Crumpert's face,
after
and got
30
a little
minutes.
bit of advantage above Crumpert. And he
Wow, I
is
actually
point
killed
blanking
one.
And 17 versus armor class.
Attack of opportunity. It's arranged
Sure.
in melee, so
the
that
CR
works.
would be for 5 level 5
Sure does.
characters. Well, I mean, that would be a CR of 25, wouldn't it? Because you take all 5 characters and you add them together,
missed.
so you would have to have a, I believe, a CR of
pretty bad.
25
And
between
the
all of your
17 armor
monsters.
class.
Right on it, I believe.
So you would need like, you know, either
Yes.
5 level 5s or maybe 4 level 4s,
7
4 level
points of
6s, I'm sorry, to equal a CR of 24, which would be
Single
close to 25. Or you could do 3 8s,
Alright, we're
3
moving
level
over
8s,
to
well, 3 CR 8s.
The
You get the 24
goblin
as
with
close
the,
to 24 as you can.
right?
I wouldn't go
Okay,
over
yeah.
that because just
I'll
it would
move the
be
ones in the
almost
valley,
probably
forward.
impossible for them to hit.
And then it'd be your turn.
I wouldn't go over. Actually, I probably wouldn't go over 7 as a CR. So you could do like, I mean, if you want to do it challenging, do 4 7s, do 28.
That's
I mean,
it,
why
shot
not?
The arrow straight
I mean, if
into
they
the
got a
shoulder,
healer and if they have
to
a
look him straight in the eye,
nicely
and
balanced party, adventuring
strike with
party,
an
I would
overhand
sure.
swing
I would take it up to
to
28 or
just
30. I just wouldn't go too many
put my
levels
war
over them
axe-
though.
war axe into his skull.
Well, I wouldn't go over CR 7 or so, especially if you're putting, you know, a higher
19.
CR value to their party. So that's just my opinion.
Ten damage.
We are slaying these things. Mr. Leathered Man. Scaly guy.
So this one falls bloody and is now proned. on the ground, and he drops his crossbow.
Taking him from behind.
Doing it prison style.
Bringing it through.
Yeah. We have the right man for the job, I guess.
Right, the crossbowman on top of the hill above the amphitheater is going to make his way one square down, and he's going to take a pot shot at Dirt, and he has combat advantage on Dirt's back.
Alright.
Dirt and his guys are down here, so
11 versus your armor class.
No, that is a miss.
Alright, we're going over to the general.
the General. I love that name.
General is going to charge
The General.
stage and smash him with the war maul.
He is up 5 to 10 feet above you, so you cannot reach him at this particular time. You have to actually make the move up the embanking steps.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm actually going to move back and smash this.
You can look at all the actually anime free. You can go to the Paizo website. Here, let me give you that the public document. You probably got it, but it's paizo.com/PRD, and this is basically, in case you don't know, yeah,
All right.
that has every
Yep.
monster. It doesn't have Bestiary 4 on it yet, but Bestiary 4 was just released, so I'm sure they'll eventually put it on the PRD. But there's still 3 monster manuals worth of monsters on there that you could find something. And then there's if you have the beginner box set or actually
Knock
the
that guy
core rule
bloody
book,
and prone.
it tells you all the different
And
monsters
unconscious.
for whatever type of setting or terrain that you're in. So it's pretty good.
I'm done.
So yeah, check out actually that's for anybody. Anybody can go there and check out paizo.com/PRD, and that is
The goblin
all
on top of the hill,
of the rules for
the pointer
Pathfinder. And it's not everything, but it's more than enough to play the game. I mean, and it's free. You can print all that shit up. So
goblin. He sees the mage trying to make his way up,
here we go.
and he's going to grab a large rock and improvise to throw it at you. He's going to use his strength against you.
A large rock. Holy shit! Coming from a goblin.
21 versus your armor class. It's a 37 hits you, Dave.
I'm probably going to say that is probably it, which it is. So yeah, I only got a 14.
Max damage on the boulder.
All right. So is there any bonuses or anything like that, or just the improvised object damage?
Just the solid 4.
Thank you, sir.
Over to Detorius.
Alright. Well, one of my daily encounters, Furious Assault, I'm not seeing it on the PDF that you
Dandis for
Furious
fatties. What
Assault
did you
is
try
a
to?
racial
What did you try to
thing.
link, sir?
Oh, gotcha.
I
Well,
believe
well,
it's whenever you hit.
Oh,
with
fuck
an
my
attack, I
lottery.
think,
Oh, thanks,
you can
dude.
use that as a free
Thanks,
action
man.
to roll
I always-
an additional weapon.
I always
die.
like people like you. You're a nice guy.
Alright, well, I'm not going to use that yet. I'm going to
That's all right.
go ahead and
I'll give you a big
take a swing at
hug.
this guy right next to me.
Dandis is for
Trying to
fatties. I'll give you a hug.
He
Well,
is
the guy
bloodied.
It
the guy
sounds
right
like
in front
you.
of me.
It sounds like you
He
kind of
is
need
dead.
one.
Or to the left of me.
Sounds like you
Yep,
kind
He's
of.
not dead yet.
The one with
Sounds
the
like
little
you
black
need
skulls
one.
on one line. The red X is
Aw.
dead.
Oh, I'm fat, huh? Oh, I'll give you a big fat hug. How about that?
No, that's not what I wanted to roll.
I want to roll a crit.
I'll give you a big hug. It's all right, big boy.
I see you did. I did bonus for that.
I'll blow you a kiss
Yes,
too.
That one did stop peeing.
Yeah,
There you go. There's a kiss for you and a hug. You definitely need a hug. And thank you for the follow as well, Dandis for Fatty. So you're more than welcome to hang out,
And his
even
back was
though
still to me, right? So
even
Yeah,
though you are a
yeah,
little
yeah.
mean. You can
Thank
still
you.
hang out.
Man, next.
I won't ban
next
you.
Got a 19.
Even if you would have took the 20.
We'll set you straight.
All right, 19's definitely a hit.
Now, what do I have to roll to get the critical?
The 19. Excuse me, the 20. Yes, 20s are criticals.
I mean, if that's all you got for trolling, dude, seriously, man. You got to come up with some better shit than that.
All right, 4 damage.
I mean, seriously, gosh. You don't have to be mean, aiming ISIS.
And I want to turn the other direction.
Some
so these
people
guys
just
can't
have
sneak up
bad
behind me.
days or bad lives and just think they could just take it out on other people, but it don't bother me. I could care less. I look at my bank account and then probably look at his bank account, and then I'll just continue to be happy.
Moving over to Astron, Eben.
That's why I just stay happy. But thank you for the follow, though, Dan.
I'm sorry,
I
Astron
appreciate
saw the
that.
general
It's really
move
nice.
by him, so he's going to turn around.
Oh, you're lucky I don't turn a channel loose on you, man. Usually they're,
Does the
Usually they're
creature
pretty
in front
ruthless.
of the general look deceased or just injured?
He is prone, bloodied, and unconscious.
For what? For Pathfinder anime or for D&D? 4035 or what?
Well, I'm going to hit him with Lance of Faith.
Because there's charts
He has no reflex.
probably for I'm
Well, that's
thinking
only
you're
a 9
probably
anyway. I missed.
thinking
Damn it, that's
Pathfinder.
twice.
So you can use what?
He missed with
Animal
no reflex.
herding, whatever that skill is.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It's 9 versus
yeah,
reflex.
He's
Yeah.
prone. Yeah, he ain't got
Hashtag
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Trolllight.
What am I thinking?
Hashtag Channel of Doom. Yeah, you should be able to
Just
find
9
out.
points of
man.
damage.
I mean, there's a bunch of. There's actually,
nothing.
I think in the
He had,
Druid
6 left,
section,
so he is dead.
I think there's a whole bunch of different options for you.
Well, at
So
1
yeah.
with a 6 bloody value kind of thing. So he is dead.
Oh, Dandis,
And
you left.
if the
Why did you
general would
leave,
decide
Dandis?
to actually hit him again, he would get a
Aw.
+2 on his attack.
To decapitate
To the dead one.
corpse.
Well, animated,
Yeah.
it's ultimately up to the DM. So, I mean,
That's
Alright,
it for me.
it's up to
I'm gonna
him.
move to the swordmen on the hill there in the amphitheater. They are going to jump off the thing and charge into dirt.
I mean, hell,
simultaneously.
if he wants to give you a whatever horse or whatever, I mean,
All right.
he can do it. It's like I have Tomanook in my 4th edition game. He wanted a spectral
The first
penguin
one swings
instead
on
of
you,
a
they
spectral
6.
bear. He wanted a penguin.
That is
So
definitely a miss.
we're using the
second
stats for
one
the
charges
spectral
in, it swings
bear,
on you,
but
they
it just has a
12.
different appearance,
At least
which
fools can't
adds
hit me.
a pretty cool variety to
I'm
the
not shitting
game.
myself
So,
anymore from that dragon. Am I?
yeah.
You're definitely not under the effects of that dragon at this time. Okay, the 2 in the valley move forward. Just a 1-step space, and it will go over to Kalen again.
Okay, I'm going to attack this gentleman right here with passing
Pinkie
strike.
Pie, nice. Yeah, Melik in my in my 4th edition game.
Class.
He named the horse, his horse, he named it Ass Hoofington. So, crazy. Ass Hoofington. Nice.
Definitely crushing.
Ass Hoofington. That's a great name.
And then I will take
30 points in the pool, guys. It should be like 155. It only costs 5 points, guys.
11 would kill that one in front of you.
That's the last one of the evening as well, so because I'm sure we're
He
calling
had
it
8
after
left.
this combat. So, Lou, get in that, big boy.
Now, if I shift 1 square, I can actually stand on top of the dead body, can I?
Yeah, it actually takes 2 movements, like 1, 2, I think. So a 10-foot square.
So you can't shift 1 square into that.
No, it would definitely
The
take you
The passing
a 2.
attack, you shift 1 square and you can make another attack.
Yeah, you can go ahead and shift in and then finish your movement. Then make your secondary attack. I allow that.
Okay, then I would attack this guy right here.
Now all the lurkers are buying tickets.
15 versus armor class.
I see all the buy tickets now. It's been up for all the lurkers.
Just on the money.
Welcome back, lurkers.
13 points of damage.
You drop this guy to prone.
GD Dion, that is exclamation point. Buy ticket, actually.
Finish off by sidestep.
You won't be able to, if you move forward, you won't be able to shift on that one. You have to stay where you are because it's 2 movements on that off that body. So you stay on the body.
Whoops, wrong command. Nice. Boy, I
You won't
keep
be able to
adding.
shift. It's a 10-foot square, so it's you can't shift off a 5-foot and the 10-foot square. You'd actually have to just say I'm moving and
Yeah,
then finish
Okay, I'm
your
gonna move.
any kind of turn.
One's face over here.
yeah. We've already started. Dion, we
Okay,
actually.
the in the turn order.
GG Dion, we already started a couple hours
The-
ago, like as in like 5 hours ago almost. So we're going to be stopping here after this combat probably. But we usually start up on Sundays.
Crossbow archer.
Tomorrow's a viewer one
excuse
shot.
me, the archer,
Tomorrow
archer.
Zovia is doing
Down
one,
by
so
Ebon
we'll have some
the
spots
crossbow archer and the archer.
ready at 8
The
p.m.
one,
Eastern.
crossbow guy.
So if you guys are
finds a,
interested in
a
playing
gapping
tomorrow,
in the side of the
8 p.m. Eastern, be
walls
there,
here.
be there or
he's
be
going
square.
to have almost full cover, and he's going to turn towards.
We're playing 4th edition, GG.
The general.
Tomorrow
and launch
is
his crossbow
D&D
bolts at him.
3.5. Tomorrow is another viewer hosted one shot, which is D&D 3.5. And then
15 versus armor class.
Saturday and Sunday, we are not doing
Okay, here comes
anything.
the
Well, I'm
archer.
not doing
He's gonna
anything.
shoot you, Evan.
Be right back, guys.
18 versus Evan's armor class.
That is a miss.
38 versus armor class. Would that possibly be a hit?
No, that is still a miss.
D20 plus 30.
Yeah, there you go, anime. Yeah,
And it's
just
now Dave's turn.
just put it on the GM's table and tell him to make a decision. I'm going to, seeing that I saw this other guy basically just throw a rock at me, and with my dexterous fortitude, I avoided it. Well, actually, I didn't avoid it. I'm going to help my new lizard. I'm kind of intrigued by the new scaly friend that I've acquired back at the camp, so I'm going to help him. I'm gonna actually attack the goblin that he is fiddling with over there and help him out. And yeah, I rolled a 7.
Your hand explodes.
Thanks.
You lose a finger. Twice you roll a miserable failure. Yeah.
That's actually the first miss I've had tonight, so I've actually been doing pretty good. That was a pretty bad miss, though. I'm gonna have
that
to
was
admit.
that was definitely a bad miss. Any healing lay on hands or anything for you?
No, I'm gonna call it there.
All right. Moving over to the knoll on top of the hill in the amphitheater. He is going to be chanting a somewhat of a ritualist spell. He's going to first move down into partial cover, kind of find a rock to hide in, and then he begins his chant. And as you hear this chant, anyone in the amphitheater, it is echoing so much louder than a normal vocalization that you can actually hear it, Edmund, all the way past to General Magnus. You guys hear this very, very loud, and the voices of the gnolls are just hideously dog-like, and heinous laughter echoes the chamber.
I'm
we move
guessing
to-
myself and the queerosexual hears this as well, as it's echoing.
So what?
You can,
Queerosexual.
6
you can
minutes
hear
left.
it, but it's not loud, and the sound's going to take at least a moment for it to get totally to you to understand exactly what's going on. Now, the High Shaman Sancosug's turn.
Whoa.
He's yelling towards you, Dirt. He says, "You fools! This is the second time you have interfered in our business.
Whoa.
This will be your last." He marks a spot just right beside where the dead body is, right behind Dirt. And Dirt, I need you to make a will save, please.
Alright.
He can't.
Or what?
You attack his will.
Oh, that's true. 1 second. Now tell me what your will is. That's right.
Oh, hey, anime.
I
Here,
have a 12 for a will.
anime. Check that link out. You'll like that, man.
Does a 37 hit your will?
Anime. Check that out.
That's it.
That's
what he gets.
all of the animal companions.
Come on, roller.
Nice.
I believe it does, because I have a 12 will. So.
I'm sorry about that.
There we go. 14. So that's definitely hit on your 12. Okay, you are now blinded.
Who is?
Detorius.
I'm going to give you guys one chance to get out of here, otherwise we're going to have to kill you all. That's what I yell at him.
Dirt is now blind. Alright, over to
User joined your channel.
Carcass.
I will try to end this goblin archer. And he's still prone, I assume?
Yep, he's down and prone.
Okay. Then I will just lodge my war pick into the back of his head and
Nice.
just throw him off. $22.
I bury it like I buried that pick that one time in a mannequin head.
It's definitely enough to kill him and toss his body over the edge.
9. So I send him flying as blood and gore just
Just
paints
drop.
the ground.
I have a question for you, Mr. DM.
Yes,
Did
sir.
did the missile, did my magic missile hit like sort of like close to the other goblin to where the scaly green guy could actually tell that I was trying to help him in combat, or did my hand literally explode and backfire?
As your magic missile and you recanted your spell, you sort of lost your footing and then it fizzled right in front of your fingers.
Okay, that sounds good. Actually, Anime
Alright,
Free,
Okay.
Killed that one.
Anime, that's
I
the
will
official
then
Pathfinder
proceed
site.
to
It can't-
slide down the mountain.
It can't get any more official than that. I mean, seriously. It can't get any more official than that, my friend.
As you're climbing down the mountain, you notice there is a somewhat darkish cave entrance right there. And you notice that there are a few other goblins inside. And as you're listening to the sounds, you hear the sounds of children goblins or smaller versions of goblins.
Oh. Fucking.
Okay. How far in? Wait, is this the cave?
Yes.
Okay. How far in are they? Can I see them?
Yeah.
Or just hear them?
Yeah, glancing in. First you can hear them, but once you're moving over to look and investigate,
Hey, wake
you
up.
definitely can see them hiding, huddled up.
Okay.
Hey, wake up.
I'm gonna do something fun. I'm going to action point. I'm going to reach in and grab one of the children by the neck.
Snack attack.
What's that? Veal goblin? Veal goblin?
I don't know what you would call it.
Lunchable.
Do I succeed in
let's see,
grabbing
grab.
one? Oh, do you want?
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta roll. Gotta roll to grab.
Okay, I thought since they were huddled into a cave, they couldn't really escape me.
Well, yeah, they can, move back another 5 feet. They need to.
Let's see, that's pure strength. $20. No, wait. What kind of roll is that? 1d20. Well, it's actually correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
Sydney,
like your
you
flavor
just did the
text.
save. You just did the flavor.
Yeah, it's not my attack. Universal macro.
Wow,
button,
look
it's
at
my
that.
save
Zovia
or
won
check
again. Holy
macro.
crap.
But
Wow, she won
the
twice
formula
tonight.
is correct. So
You happen to grab one of them out of there.
okay, I pull him out. I hold him high over my head, and I yell towards this finger-pointing shaman. Is he a goblin, by the way, or is he a gnoll?
Yeah, he's got one.
Okay, I will yell, "Goblin, I have your spawn."
Okay, over the valley, sound echoes through, and he turns in your direction, and he's kind of jumping. You can hear him screaming up and down, but he's not really interested in the children. He's just still kind of pointing you guys out. Anything else?
Be careful, guys. They blinded me. They got some bad magic.
You cannot for your spawns.
Not my kin.
Ah!
And can I attempt an insight check to see if he's lying? Or if he's bluffing, rather.
Oh, just bait him off.
Oh, I'm fixing to have fun with that cave next round.
23. If he's lying, I want to know about it.
He is definitely not lying, and you discern that he has no care for what you're about to do.
He doesn't know what I'm about to do.
He doesn't care. He's not even interested. He's focusing his attention on the mage.
Hashtag all of Dave.
So that's your turn? Okay, I will move to just before Magnus's turn. I will move to move the archer to that back to that coverage position. Looks like I moved him. And then we will go to you guys, Eben and the general. You see two
The
more,
General.
or
That's
excuse
such
me,
a
one more goblin
great
charging from
name.
the valley,
The
and at least
General.
one of the armored gnolls that you've seen previously.
That is
So
great.
we're wearing the dwarven armor type.
Hell,
So it is
General!
your turn, General.
Your turn, General Rommel. Sorry, that's too good.
1-800 General now.
Call the General.
Archer to the immediate south of the long.
Oh boy.
Advance on him.
Hashtag you don't want to know what Dave shaves. Oh my
Okay, to
god.
get to him, you're going to have to
I
climb
don't
that
shave
wall.
shit.
He is 10 foot in the air.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Gotta
shave
get
my
out of the high
beard
position.
though, I think.
Then I'm gonna axe that.
It was a good
I mean,
experiment.
it's not necessarily
I don't
a
know
climb
if it's,
check. It's just you got to move there.
I don't know if
at
it's for
a
me, though.
reduction of movement. It's not that high up. It's just 10 foot, so it's only going to cost you like 3.
Oh, then I've got plenty.
And don't worry guys, cornbread and cookies